Mother's Day, maagang dumating sa yung role na pagiging nanay.
Yes,
Ano yung
16.
Ano yung naging positive effect nito sa'yo?
I think the positive effect is that Kay and I are like best friends and sisters. Ganyan. Although she keeps telling me, I don't want a best friend. I have my friends. I want you to be my mom. But you're my best friend. Kasi ganun ang tingin ko talaga sa kanya eh.
Ganda.
And she's such a responsible ate. Even with this one, she was helping me out. Even letters to sponsors, ganyan, and some other fields that we can't concentrate on anymore because we're so busy. So she's still helping out, and she's always asking me, how are you? Si mama naka-pajama, halika na, ilabasan natin siya. Pag alam niya kasi naka-pajama lang ako, bisa sabihin, are you depressed? Are you okay?
Okay.
So, she's always been the sweetest.
What does she mean by gusto niyo maging nanay ka and not best friend? In what aspect?
Yeah, kasi mas gusto niya yung talagang mas caring ka, mas nanay, mas umati kang nanay.
In
But
that sense.
kasi she grew up with a dad.
Yes.
So I was absent. I was not a full mother to her, but I would make sure, like a mom or a parent would, but more of the role of the dad maybe, that she is financially secure, that her needs are met, yung ganyan. So that became my role kasi for a long time.
Okay.
And so she wants more of, like how her dad would be with her, diba?
Okay, and Miss Zsazsa, ang ganda sanang balita nito kung totoo. Magkaka-baby na daw si Karin.
Ito na naman, wala pa naman. Yeah.
Okay.
If ever lang
Kasi she's blooming na naman, with that black hair.
And ang
Kasi
ganda
yung
kasing
role niya
balita
kasi sa
kung
Quezon
totoo.
eh. Yeah, but when it happens, it will. But, yeah, yun na lang.
Pero
Okay.
may apo ka na
For
sa
now.
other.
May apo ako kay Dolphy, madami, which I don't see anymore. But now, we're busy nagka-apo si Conrad kasi sa second son niya. And she's the joy of our lives. She's 2. So we were at the beach with her also recently. It's such a joy to be with. Very, very bright.
Miss Zsazsa, sa 42 years mo sa showbiz, ano yung mga heartbreak mo?
Ang dami. Personal or career-wise?
Career-wise. Like
I think sometimes you're promised a role. Meron din mga yung parang hindi mo maintindihan, nawawala ka sa project, yung ganyan. Tapos, pinakamahirap yung na-discover mo, merong gumaganon sa'yo. Parang, why would somebody wanna do that? Kasi you're always well-meaning well-intentioned. So when somebody tries to do something na parang out of the ordinary or, in other words, evil,
Backstab.
may ganyan din. So that part of show business, I don't like. And I'm still shocked when I hear about, you hear about other artists all saying like this, ganyan, backstabbing, whatever. And they're like, it sends a shiver down your spine because there's just so much room for you to make it on your own without having to step on others. Kasi kami medyo old school yung aming upbringing parang no talaga. And then if an artist has an opportunity to be with you kahit hindi mo siya gusto, kailangan gawin mo. You have, kasi wag mong bibigyan ng pagkakataon na mag-power trip ka sa ibang artist. Hindi ko siya gusto kasama. Kasi a job is a job. And you have to be open to things like that. Hindi mo dapat pipigilan. Kasi trabaho yan eh.
Were there moments po na parang pumasok din sa ulo yung fame? And how do you handle
I
it?
think when I was younger, I know this because I see it happening to others. I think when the schedule gets overwhelming, that's when it starts. Kasi yung temper mo magbabago talaga.
Tao ka lang.
Magbabago kasi kulang ka sa tulog. Kulang ka sa pasensya. Pagod na pagod ka na. Tapos yung mga tao sa paligid mo hindi tama yung konti lang nagsaspark. When that happens to me at this age, that I'm tired and I pray about it. Like, you lose your patience kasi. Just happened to me the other day. Then she walked in and said, I'm praying to God because I have to. You owe the audience kasi I was about to sing and you owe them good energy. Energy kasi ang binibigay ng performer And then we also get energy from the audience Pag inaantok yung audience, nagte-telephone and everything, we will shift to just this one person who will listen.
Yun yung technology.
one person is all you need. Yes. You know, bihira naman mangyari yun. Of course, there have been cases, some artists have told me, yeah, it was just hard to me to get back because I was heckled all the time. Kunyari, may nangyari because everybody's learning, right? May mga nangyari sa buhay mo that it becomes a lesson for you. And you hope you learn from it, right? So, ako tatanungin ko, what have you learned from it? Ganito, ganyan, ganyan. And you can, it's hard to get your confidence back. Sabi ko, no, you fight through it. When you're thinking, anxiety is gonna step in. Like, I wasn't active for a while, and then I went to Toronto last year and sang for the Filipino audience. Doubts will come in. What if I croak? What if I lose my voice? What? Ang dami what if yan, papasok yan. The day before you're to perform. So I normally do a Superman pose, which works. Like, what if it's good? What if they love me? What if it's the best performance you give? So you really have to, I mean, it's a battle inside you, right?
And how
Matatalo talaga yun.
and how will you define divine diva po ngayon?
How will I define?
Divine.
It's a title that was given to me. And just that word divine, you have to really step up and be, hindi pwedeng ang taray-taray mo, divine ka dyan, tapos palengkera ka or whatever. Diba? Parang, di bagay. Hindi bagay. I think at my age now, at 60, I'm really more comfortable with my own skin. I know that I will look good or great in photos because there's Photoshop, which people have accepted, by the way. It's the norm na eh. Parang hindi ba, kung nakita mo sa person, ay, kulubot pala siya. Baka sa picture niya, ang bata-bata. But that's one of the funniest things that I get eh. It's either, mukha ka pa rin bata, or ang laki na pinagbago ng mukha mo. Dapat lang naman. Because I'm 60, I don't know how people expect you to look the same when they compare you or they have a mental image of you in your prime, in your 20s. Like, that's far. Let's be real, diba? And that's why I guess Photoshop was invented, and it's become the norm. Kasi sasabihin mo sa picture, sana naman inayos to, ba't ganyan? Diba? Ang init. Sana naman inayos niya, ganyan. Parang pwede naman ayusin, bakit pinabayaan na ganun. So I think I'm more comfortable in my own skin. I know my limitations. I'm more accepting of what I can do. Senior na eh. Diba? Kailangan na nga ng senior pag senior. Maupo po kayo. May mga pribilehyo na tayo, may mga discounts na tayo. And in parties, it's the funniest because we get together. Ano maintenance mo? Ganun na eh. Iba na yung ano. But we're just, normal na. Hindi mo na kahihiya. Hindi mo dapat ikahiya. Diba? You have to be more accepting of your age.
Yung age mo yan?
Yes, 60.
Kasi
61 by May.
Stage age.
No, you can't anymore. Especially now with Google. Oh my gosh, no.
Zsazsa, 2 questions on Mother's Day ulit. Balik lang ako. Ano yung best Mother's Day memory mo with your...
Oh my God, they made it so special to me. We were still in Marina. I think that was the year we were to leave our home. So si Karel staged a gift. They were talking about sila dalawa ni Yael. And then, ando dun din, all my kids were around. And Zia, Coco, complete kami. And then, they were singing about my favorite things. I think it was arroz a la cubana. One of my favorite meals. Kasi yung meal na yun, it's my ratatouille.
Okay.
Kumbaga, that's my comfort food. When I miss my mom, I'm gonna go to a restaurant that serves arroz a la cubana.
Order.
So, arroz a la cubana, it's the favorite of mama. Ganun lang, para paulit-ulit lang siya, tapos pinost nila. So it was just so funny and so endearing. Oh my God, I don't remember eh.
Pero married na si Karen, no?
Yes,
Okay.
oo. Yeah.
Tapos po yung second question is, how do you want to be celebrated as a mom this time, this year?
Oh, I would be super okay with my girls performing for me and with me. For me talaga. Siyempre ginagawa lang naman nila to for the love, hindi ba?
Mm-hmm.
So, whenever I see us on stage and I see performances na magkakasama kaming tatlo, I'm really at my happiest. Sana din si Coco nakaka-perform. Hi, Coco. But she's the one also that we miss the most kasi she lives in the US now.
Okay.
Ako last ni Zsazsa about, ano ba yung in-advise mo kay Karel when she was trying to make a name for herself in showbiz? Kasi bihira lang naman yung, di ba alam mong sikat ng artista, tapos yung anak din sikat din.
Actually, I was a little harsh. Nasa TV pa yun. I remember it so well, but it's sometimes you need to. Alam naman nila, sometimes I can get to be very, very frank. I don't beat around the bush. I told her talaga, you have to, if you're not fit for show business, not everybody is made for show business. If you can't take the heat, you gotta get out of the kitchen. That was a little, medyo maano talaga, parang, but I think it was an eye-opener
Tough
for
love,
her.
parang ganun.
Huh?
Tough
Yes,
love, no?
very, very tough love kind of advice. But she's given me advices also, especially about bullying, which is, I remember so well. She said, it's like, you know how it is in school when they would go to the bathroom and write something on the wall. The writing's on the wall, Mama. Yes. But you know, even to me, she would say that, and I remember it so well because one of the best advice that she gave me, the writing's on the wall. By next semester, it's out because somebody would have painted the bathroom. Yes. So even those who would say mean things about me would forget about it. Because at that very moment in their lives, they were also unhappy. Ang daming background dyan while they bully and do stuff like that. But it's not really worth it. You have to, but I've known that in my generation, we choose our battles. Yun naman ang amin. You choose your battles. Hindi pwede lahat i-defend mo to become defensive. I didn't even understand that eh. It was Boy Abunda who taught me that naman. Sabi niya, Shing, don't be defensive. Am I being defensive? Yeah. Be more accepting. And I really took it in. But, you know, introspectively sabi ko, ano ba talaga nangyayari? Okay. There are some cases you have to understand some talents have more to offer than what you have, diba? And of course, you've been around longer. Ikaw palaging talo. They will always look up to the new ones. So sabi ko, then, I also believe there is room for everybody. So yung mga ganun, but don't be defensive was his advice also.
Pero po, in the beginning, were you supportive of Karen's plan to join?
Oh yeah.
Ahead?
Oo. Okay naman.
Since the
But
beginning.
not like, pushing.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
But she started singing for friends. May mga debut. I called her, the debut singer is here. Ganyan. Ewan ko kung naniningil siya, she was just doing it for friends. And she loves to sing for church. She's very, very religious. Oo. And, yun. So, there. Encouraging in the way that, you know, but her dad was around. And I would just say, yeah, you have to, you know, just be careful about what your positioning in show business, what you really want to be. Kasi singer-actress din siya eh.
Theater din.
Yes, also she loves
Google
theater,
herself.
yes.
So parang alam kasi...
She sounds great.
Yeah,
no?
sa theater. Pag siya alam, pag si Karelian, alam mo
Alam.
maganda yung
Mm-mm.
musical. Kasi parang I can imagine the pressure on Karel when she was still starting out.
Oo, mahirap din talaga. Oo. And also for Zia, that's why Zia naman for a while, she had some issues to deal with, diba, personally. So we just let her. And now she's back.
Oh,
So sa kanyang time, siya, sa kanyang volition, parang, yeah, I'm ready now.
Miss, yung last question ko po, ang part po nung binibenta ng ABS-CBN na mawawala yung Dolphy Theater. Ano po yung mga
Yes.
memories mo yun?
Yeah, we will try to do something actually sa Dolphy Theater for Star Music before siya mag-iba. I don't know when that's gonna happen, but it's sad also because you know, part of his legacy syempre comes with that. Oo. And memorable sa amin kasi yung weight din niya ginawa
Yes.
doon eh. Oo. So ako naman, yun yung first memory ko doon. One of the first actually. Pero mga Christmas specials, pictorials, ginagawa din namin doon. But you know, for his name to be there is
Yes.
very important for the family, of course.
Okay.
But things like this has to happen, diba? And I wrote something very lengthy about the symbolic tower. Of course, it's symbolic. It doesn't work anymore. But I went as far back as my memories when I was starting in show business, and the compound looked very different. Kasi I think PTV4 was using it before. That's how we were doing shows there. Mag-guest kami. And then, when the Aquino administration came to be, naibalik sa kanila yun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.